Ladies and gentlemen, I will stand here before you today in my speech and convince you that we have already won this debate because the government side the opposition side has already conceded with us about the harm. But before I move on, I would like to point out a few rebuttals for their useless arguments. They keep on, just to clarify, just to get this out of my chest, even though I'm quite sure you adjudicators have already think of your rebuttals. Anyway, they say that why are there less prostitutes in Japan, right? Ladies and gentlemen, what is prostitution? Exchanging sex for money. What do those porn actresses get in exchange for their job? Money. Porn actresses and actresses are already prostitutes. So, 1 out of 3 people in Japan has already participated in porn. Ladies and gentlemen, there are more prostitutes in Japan than us alone. That's because of media depiction. It's okay to be in porn. Porn is legalized. And also, ladies and gentlemen, they try to convince, they said that, just face the truth, man. Just face the truth of what the problem is, man. Shut up. Face the truth. What truth, ladies and gentlemen? What truth? Truth is that women are sex objects and you can have sex with them whenever they want? They never clarify what truth. So I just clarify for them. They want the truth to be women have no rights. They want the truth to be women are sex objects. They want the truth to be that women are just there for reproduction. They didn't say, so I'm just assuming for them. I'm quite sure you agree. So, furthermore, ladies and gentlemen, I'm quite sure that there are no clash point at all in this debate because they have already misinterpreted the spirit of the motion. But anyway, because I pity them so badly, I just make one up on top of my head a clash point anyway. Which side pinpoint the problem? The side that pinpoints the problem wins. What problem is there? The motion says clearly, this House regrets the effects of media on gender roles. What does that mean? It means that me as a government would regret it, while the opposition side would not. Now, why would we want to regret something? Because there's a harm. Because the status quo, there's something wrong, that's why we must regret it. What happens when the opposition side came up and said that we want to fix a problem? They admit there is a problem, ladies and gentlemen. What that means is that they already concede with that there is a problem with the media and the media needs to fix all whatever the effects from the media on gender roles. That means they already give saying that, yeah, you're right, man, the government side should totally regret. That means we already win. And then they come up with saying this preposterous model of sex education. Ladies and gentlemen, they already admit that the media has provided us with the problem. And they want to solve it with sex education? Solve it at the root of things, man. We pinpoint what the problem is. We as foundations, media provides the problem, they agree. So what should we do? We solve it at the media. They want to use sex education. We already have sex education, mind you, in Thailand. That worked out so well, especially with the previous news of kids having sex in the theater. What the hell? Come on. Get real, ladies and gentlemen. I would also like to pinpoint out that the opposition side would be more valid if this motion were to state this House would empower women in media. Okay, sure. Why not? Why not come up with a model that makes women more powerful? But now the motion says this House regrets. We already pinpointed the harm, they agree. What else can I say? So, who wins this clash point? This who pinpoints the problem. We have already mentioned that how the patriarchal, how we live in patriarchal culture before and how it affects the media and how that takes away women's chance of truly expressing themselves. They just follow with the trend setting that the previous generation of male has done. Now that is the real problem, ladies and gentlemen. We should regret it. We should doing that to the women of the world. We should regret telling them what they should wear. We should regret telling them what they should do or should not do. Because honestly, everyone deserves equality. Everyone deserves the right to be who they are. Everyone deserves to express themselves. Nobody needs to go along with other people's idea if they don't want to. I, for example, don't have to be muscle up bulky like Arnold Schwarzenegger just because there are like 50 movies that produced in the 90s that said so. I'm okay with who I am. I'm happy with who I am. Why can't women deserve that same rights? And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, how this how this male-dominated culture has taken, why is it taken so far? We should like just regret what we're doing and stop what we're doing right now. What is the strongest kind of woman we have in the world today? Some prime ministers, some presidents. Guess what? It's women that dress up like men and pretend they are men. Yeah, that's how far the male-dominated culture goes. We have no right to make them feel that way about themselves. We have no right to make them want to be somebody else who they do not want to be. So, as I've already mentioned to you, how the media has affected so much of our societies, how it affected so much of the trend and how people act. We should solve the problem at that point, ladies and gentlemen. And I stand here as government whip telling you that media is a problem. They agree, but they want to solve it somewhere else, I don't know. Sex education, that sure works. What have I done for you today, here, ladies and gentlemen? I've taught the opposition side, along with my DPM, about how they should go about the values of it. I've already told you why the media should be held responsible for the stereotypes going on today. My team has proved to you there are harm coming from them. And for all that, ladies and gentlemen, why we should regret. We regret something because we have done something wrong. We have awfully mistreated the conception of female sexuality. And we are sorry. That's why we're standing here now. Media is sorry for depicting women in such a light and promise not to do such things ever again. While the opposition side wants to enforce sex education. What the hell? I rest my case, ladies and gentlemen.
Speaker spoke for 6 minutes and 50 seconds. 650. I'd like to call the opposition.